I squatted down and looked at the fresh footprint in the soft July soil. It wasn't one of mine. This should have scared me, or at least made me feel uncomfortable. It didn't. It pleased me. At last I had something to occupy me and to relieve the brain-shrinking boredom of a summer holiday at home. A 2-week "holistay" seemed like such a fashionable idea. Then Monday arrived and passed in a haze of kettle steam and cups of tea. The only good points were that my iPod was now full with every piece of music that I owned, and I had discovered a new radio station. This happened by accident as I mindlessly twisted the dial. However, this small pleasure was tinged with guilt. I felt as if I had left my long-term partner, the BBC, and found somebody new. If only life were like that. Turn the dial and, hey, she looks really nice. The final plus of the day was to have ticked off the solitary item on my holiday to-do list by posting adverts for a lodger on various Oxford websites. Whilst the iPod, Absolute Radio, and the lodger were in my credit column, there was a debit. I'd discovered a broken clematis wilting against the trellis. I'd blamed a cat, as I do for every unexplained event in my garden, but, for once, this may have been unjust. Perhaps it was the owner of the footprint that had broken the plant. If it were, it would be the most interesting thing that had happened to me for months, and if I'd gone away for my holiday, I would have missed it. I'd thought about going to Greece or France or anywhere. But why? Who goes on holiday on their own? Not me. During a moment of madness, I'd even considered a package deal. That would have been the worst. A fortnight in Naxos, avoiding people that I didn't like, being bored in a Spartan room, eating on my own, and reading 3-day-old newspapers that had cost me a fortune. With the exception of the location of the newspapers, it wasn't different enough from my everyday existence to justify the effort.